This is Anthony Black Brewers Podcast. We are here, Beer Zombie. I'm with a legend. A legend.
Well, you know, that legend we serve is for old people. I'm not old yet,
You're
right?
not old.
I'm not old, right?
You're a young legend.
Oh, thank you.
You're a young legend. I've seen this man's face everywhere over the last couple days.
Yeah.
Mr. Garrett Oliver, can you tell why we have the NB2A and the importance of having the association with us in this industry?
Well, I mean, the thing is, first of all, I mean, as I was saying earlier today, you know, in my seminar, beer is from Africa. It's one of those things that we have been removed from the story when we were the whole story.
Sure, indeed.
You know, and in early America, we were the whole story.
Indeed.
You know, we were doing all the brewing. You know, we were doing all the brewing in Africa, we were doing all the brewing here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they tell you that Elvis is king of rock and roll and beer is from Europe.
Yeah.
And this is not true.
Yeah.
And so, you know, discovering that, yes, Black people are, in fact, into beer. They've always been into beer. My grandfather brewed beer, you know, during Prohibition,
Yeah.
you know, etc. But we have not been in the room.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the room, but I've been
Yeah.
around for like 400 years. I'm like floating through the room by myself for a long time, and seeing everybody else show up, you know, and show out has been amazing. So we have to have, you know, an organization that supports us specifically.
Yeah.
Not just financially, but, you know, emotionally,
Yep,
community-wise. When it comes to, you know, the economic piece, when it comes to the mentorship piece,
Yep.
when it comes to, you know, the mental health piece.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, because we have pressures on us that other people do not have.
It's like in our community, we always say, we don't grow unless we're a family.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? I met you a couple years ago at Arbiter, and I never forgot the moment where you talked about exactly what you're talking about, why we need to be together, why these things need to happen. Can you give a little bit about your seminar and what you talked about earlier today?
Oh, the seminar was about fonio, which is a grain from West Africa that's been grown by people there for 5,000 years, ripped out by colonial powers, but making a comeback. And it turns
Nice.
out that fonio does not require any inputs, no fertilizer, no irrigation, no pesticide, no fungicide, nothing. Grows 2 crops a year at the edge of the desert, gluten-free, full of nutrition, etc. You know, and paying thousands of smallhold, you know, Black farmers,
Yeah.
you know, in this part of the world, you know, who've been done to
Yeah.
by,
Yeah.
you know, the United States and many, many other Western powers.
Yeah.
So it's a way to redress a lot of things. One, it makes great beer. You know, 2, you know, we're repairing some of the damage we've done to the earth.
Yeah.
3, we're doing this thing in community with the local people. We're not asking for lower prices. We're asking, how can we help you build what you need to build
Yeah.
to make yourself a future so you can grow more of this so that we can use it.
Restorative
you know,
justice.
And restorative justice, absolutely. But the thing is, you know, it's like all of this is all one thing together. Because I mean, it's like people come to me and they're like, oh, I can't believe you've like made it so far and whatever else. This myth that America has that you made it by yourself, somehow you got here by yourself. I didn't get here by myself.
Yeah.
I had lots and lots and lots of help. There's a reason why my foundation is called Michael James Jackson Foundation
Yep.
for
Yep.
Brewing and Distilling.
Yep.
You know, he might have been a white Yorkshireman,
Yeah.
but he helped when he was considered a god in brewing. He put me in rooms that people were not prepared to see me in and said, you must accept Garrett. You know,
Yeah.
judging in England,
Yeah.
judging in Europe, whatever else. Who is this young Black guy from? Like, no, like we're not, you know.
Yeah.
And Michael would wave his hand. It's like, no, you're not going to deny me.
Yeah.
And you're not going to deny him because he's with me. And now I have an opportunity to do that. And the thing is, people say like, oh, I made it by myself. First of all, no, you didn't. Second of all, if you made it by yourself, why would that be good? If you made it by yourself, you show up alone.
Yeah, there you go.
You show up alone.
There you go.
That is the saddest shit. That's the saddest shit I've ever heard. But that is
It's true. It's true.
But you know, the idea of America, the self-made man,
Yeah.
the self-made
There was
man.
not a self-made
that
man
is
in
that,
America.
and, you know, there's not a self-made man in America, and that is a sad thing to be reaching for,
Yeah.
to be a self-made man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like all the people that we're helping out with our foundation, all the people that NB2A are helping out
Yeah.
with this foundation. There are no self-made people in the room. We all have to make each other.
That's what's up.
You know, that's the way that it works. And that's the way if you go back and you hang out in the communities in Africa, You know, it always worked that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody in Africa ever talked about showing up by themselves or being a self-made man.
Takes a village.
Exactly.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out hollering at me. I got 2 questions real quick.
All right.
They ain't long.
Shoot.
Favorite style of beer?
Favorite style of beer, Saison. I'm a Saison man, though I do drink, Pilsner.
Yeah.
Good Pils is a close second.
Yeah.
Green Bench.
And then I meant to get that and I switched it with somebody by accident.
Well, it's all right, but Green Bench.
Last question. Where can I get some of those hops?
Well, hops, I got all kinds of hops,
Yeah.
but the Fonio, the grain you can get from Yolele, who are alive with Yolele West Africa. So you look up Yolele Foods, follow them on Instagram, et cetera. They hook you up. You get in touch with me, I'll hook you up, no problem.
Man, Mr. Garrett, thank you.
Hey.
I love you, brother.
I love you too. Thank you, sir.
Anytime.